HM. What business do you have with me? My apologies. You were BRUKEO's guest, were you not? I am Nyipine, and I have journeyed far from the northern valleys of Tural to reach this grand city. Tell me, traveler, what is your name? Miqote. Rest assured I shall remember it. A shame that we must meet under these unfortunate circumstances. My village's prized possession was among the treasures stolen by the passage of the Unbound. It is known as the Heartsting, and the soul of a dread scorpion, one of the Tural vidraal, is sealed within. The creature once hunted its prey using an array of toxins produced within its body, and was a menace to all. Those granted the Heartsting's gifts may wield this fearsome power as they see fit. We believe the thieves have already taken it across the ocean to Eorzea, and it will doubtless wreak havoc in the Roin hands. Thus, I seek a healer to remedy any harm wrought by the Heartsting's toxins in that faraway land. I won't mince words, you are precisely the sort of woman I seek, and we must act quickly to avoid the worst. Will you lend us your aid? You have my gratitude. To the matter at hand, then. While I was making inquiries here in Tuliyollal regarding the thieves' whereabouts, some Eorzean merchants told me a rather intriguing tale. Specifically, those returning from Limsa bring fell tidings, tales of able-bodied men and women suddenly losing their vision. An all too familiar account, as the Heartsting allows mastery over all manner of poisons, including those that inflict temporary blindness. A great deal of training is required to properly utilize the scorpion's gifts, but the blinding toxin is one of the simplest to wield. It seems to me the brigands are the masterminds of these strange incidents, harnessing the treasure's power for their own nefarious ends. Loashkina, the village elder's daughter, makes for Limsa in pursuit of the Heartsting. I intended to set sail with her, but my foot was badly injured by a strange, mechanical doll during the thieves' ambush. Loashkina insisted I remain here to recover, and she would not take no for an answer. I must ask that you cross the sea in my stead, and provide Loashkina your aid. Considering that our enemy wields deadly poisons, the danger is too great for her to face alone. Based on when she departed, I presume she's arrived at her destination by now. She boarded a merchantman captained by a woman named Balbrida, who is primarily based in Limsa. She may be able to help you locate Loashkina. Once you arrive in Limsa, seek out a woman named Balbrida at the docks. She will surely point you in the right direction.
I'm Balbrida, and if ye were planning to sell your healing services to me and my crew, don't. Me ship ain't settin' sail for a short while. Looking for a Turali woman named Loashkina? She made the crossing with us. Tryin' to retrieve some sort o' treasure, as I recall. I told her Hawker's Alley was her best bet for the latest chatter, so ya may find her wand'erin' thereabouts. Keep an eye out for a iron lass in a red tunic carryin' a spear on her back, she can't have gone too far. You're like to find Loishkina wand'erin' about Hawker's Alley. Remember, iron lass, red tunic, big spear.
Oh? Hello there, stranger. Can I help you? Nyipine sent you to help, did he? Seeing as I've hit something of a dead end, your timing couldn't be better. I suppose proper introductions are in order, then. I am Loishkina, of Tural. And you are? A pleasure to meet you, Miqote. With that, we're strangers no longer. I'm not sure how much Nyupine's already told you, but I assume you'll want to hear more about the day of the theft. My father and Nyipine had just set a trap using one of the Heartsting's toxins, and were on their way to return the treasure to its resting place. But an evil presence stirred in the wilds that night. Mechanical dolls with great, glowing eyes leapt from the shadows and gravely wounded them both. My father survived the encounter, thankfully, but he was unable to give chase, and convalesces now in my home village. The culprits' faces eluded him in the darkness, but he heard two voices, a man's and a woman's. He recognized neither, so we're certain they aren't from our village. Whoever those two were, they must have been the ones controlling the dolls before making off with the Heartsting. Bruk have said they are part of the passage of the Unbound, but I'm afraid that's all I know of the culprits. Still, that may change if I can ascertain the cause of the recent blinding incidents that have occurred here. Unfortunately, I haven't had much luck asking around. The thought of addressing even one person here is, well, overwhelming, when you're from a remote village like mine. The few I've attempted to speak with were too busy to even listen in the first place. You, on the other hand, look ready to take on the world. Or at least this city. I'm sorry to ask this of you so soon after we've met, but could you help me gather the latest hearsay at the markets? Many thanks. I'll search the quieter districts for clues in the meantime, and hopefully not get myself lost along the way.
The recent chaos in the markets? I'm told the Yellow Jackets have been thoroughly investigating the matter in cooperation with the Adventurers Guild. If you're in a hurry, there's a yellow jacket making her rounds by way of the Fisherman's Guild. She'd be a good one to ask. Blinding incidents? I know of them. Started with some bad fruit at a stall in Acclaimed's alley. A few bites in, and folks suddenly go right in on the ground like beached sea serpents, claiming they can't see a bloody thing. I don't blame them for raising hells with the shopkeep, neither. Poor sods couldn't move an ILM till the treatment came and they could see properly. The shopkeep was rightly furious about the whole ordeal, and took it up with his longtime supplier. Escalated into a real spectacle, it did. Turns out the same problem was occurring at other stalls, and with fruit from different suppliers, so it don't make sense to pin the blame on individual sellers if the whole supply chain's tainted. Even now, nobody knows what's causing it. Grim business, I tell you.
Why, yes, I know about the blinding incidents, I experienced it firsthand. I was rather peckish, so I purchased some fruit from a local stall and took a few bites on my way home, but before I knew it, my vision went dark. I stood there, shaking and crying, terrified of what would happen if the darkness never faded. I thought I was alone, until I heard a woman nearby howling with laughter. Fortunately, I didn't suffer for long. A passing adventurer cured my sight with a Yuna, and I went about the rest of my day as though nothing happened, but I haven't been able to look at fruit the same way since.
Your investigation of Hawker's Alley has proven successful, but you sense there is more to be found. Seek out the Yellow Jacket on patrol, who may have further details on the blinding incidents.
Be good, you're Khpein, aren't you? The Khpein? It's an honor to meet the realm's vaunted hero up close. Is there aught I can assist you with? I hear all sorts on my rounds, so if it's information you're after, you've come to the right person. Oh, yes, the serial blindings. They're causing a terrible ruckus around here. You know, a woman in red came this way a few moments ago to ask about the very same. I take it you two are acquainted? Aha! I thought so. As I told her, another incident was reported yesterday morning. The victim bought fruit from a local vendor, took a few bites, then temporarily lost all vision. Same as the rest. The vendor in question was last seen to the south of the Octant, so I'm headed there next to follow their trail. You're welcome to join me if it'll help your investigation. Miqote. Is this man going to be alright?
Can't move.
He's paralyzed. We've got to do something. But I've no talent for healing magics, and I don't have any spine drops on me, either. Perhaps this Yuna might do the trick?
I'm healed. I'm healed. Oh, thank the 12. And you lot, of course.
Excellent work, Miqote. On behalf of the Yellow Jackets, I owe you my thanks as well. Now, I hate to ruin the mood, but I'll need to report this to my superiors. Could you tell us what transpired here before we found you, sir?
It was awful. Just awful, I tell you. I was walking home after another arduous day at work, minding my own business, when a lulle-felling merchant suddenly called out to me. "You, my good man, look exhausted," he said. "Why not soothe your weary spirit and fill your empty belly with one of the realm's sweetest apples? You have earned it, nay, you deserve it." 'Twas a tempting sales pitch, but I wasn't keen to gamble on potentially cursed fruit. Sensing my apprehension, he proudly declared his merchandise safe to eat. He sounded sincere enough, even took a bite of the apple himself. "No tainted fruit here," he boasted. "Just normal, honest to God's produce." He sold me the apple at a reasonable discount, and all seemed well. That is, until I took my first bite, and numbness spread through my body like wildfire. I collapsed to the ground, struggling to speak a single word. The vendor and his fruit had suddenly betrayed me, yet I knew not how. As I fell, a woman's shrill laughter echoed from a few yalms away, and the vendors soon followed. I never saw the woman for myself, what with the whole not being able to move business, but between her laughing fits, she made mention of a Heartsting, or some such.
Oh, you poor dear. And this woman you mentioned, you're positive she spoke the word Heartsting?
As surely as the wind blows. For a mercy, neither she nor her vendor friend tried to steal my belongings, but they have certainly stolen my dignity. I hope those conniving charlatans get what's coming to them.
This is dangerous fruit we're dealing in. First blindness, now paralysis. But first things first, I should escort this man home. If you've a mind to pursue the perpetrators further, then have care out there, all right? There's no doubt about it, then. Our thieves are at large, right here in Limsalominsa. The blinding toxin is simple enough to master, but it's unsettling how quickly they've learned to inflict paralysis as well. I just don't see what purpose this all serves. Were you able to learn anything of their motives? So they take pleasure in their victims' pain, but nothing more, at least, nothing more that we know of. Whatever their true aim may be, we must discover it quickly, before more victims suffer at their hands. A hunter must adapt to their environment if they wish to snare their prey, but I have so much to learn about this place. Still, I've tracked them this far, which is a good start. For the time being, I'd like to petition those officers in yellow for any new information they acquire on the Heartsting's whereabouts. If, when we come across any promising leads, I hope I can count on your support again.